Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the Mountaineers and a fan base that has been, shall we say, preparing since early in the morning for the battle we have in store. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the TCU Horned Frogs taking on the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Horned Frogs will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So West Virginia's offense will have first crack at this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
With the catch, it's White. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Mountaineers heading quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
The Mountaineers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So TCU's offense will go to work for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
They go to the ground. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Now they're going to throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Complete downfield. All out of space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The throw to the outside is complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Gets rid of it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Snagged in the middle. It's Barnes. At the 40, there he goes. Ripping through the defense. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Running back searching for a hole. On the sweet spin, and he's free. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bringing it out. He's got great speed. He'll bring it back out to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds there. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it, Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute some points on the board.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Complete out of the backfield. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The Horned Frogs are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle is Payne. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. The snap sets up to throw. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Got it in the middle. It's Vaughn. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Back at the 5. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they got him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Throws to the tight end. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. That's caught. It's Payne. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And they get to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Flips it out on the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the mark.
That's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looking to throw. And he makes the catch. It's a deuce. A 70-yard touchdown drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Oh, better look out. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Turning it on. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He'll pull it down. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first. You are doing just that.
The Horned Frogs can really attack on this second and short. Right back to it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. On the move. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. He's out past the 35. He's loose. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
That's caught. It's Vaughn. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
That's reeled in. It's White. just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Toss to the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Takes the handoff. It's Barnes. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick completion on the out route. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. 3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Barnes. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Catch in the middle. It's McAllister.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy step. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Trying to pound it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. Myers on the move. Pulls it in. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. The Mountaineers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. We'll see if they go into a 4-minute offense, try to bleed the clock, or will they stay aggressive with a couple of minutes to play?
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Henderson. Gets it out quickly. There he goes! And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Just ran him over. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. looking to throw on first down. Escapes the sack. Rushes on him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. They'll go to the air. Fires downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got